Clear the most difficult operations. Take a look at these advanced tips that are going to bring you glory once you are completing the entire operation. So if you like this type of video, a like is appreciated. Let's dive into it. And brothers, let's get started. The first advanced tip that I can give you is, first, once you come in, look at the type of teammates you have. Second of all, press select on your controller or on your keyboard, and then you're going to see who is playing with you, what level they're in. Second of all, press RV, and then you're going to be able to take a look at what perk they're using that is going to benefit the entire team. In this case, they're using headshot damage increases by 10% of squad members, so I know that I need to focus more on headshots, and I'll get more kills. I have all squad members deal 50% melee damage. Another tip that I can give you is, once you come to the section where you're selecting your different type of loadouts, each time you change a loadout, like such in this case, I'm going to switch to this weapon that it has here. What is going to happen is automatically, if I'm low on ammo or if I'm done or I don't have any ammo, then I will automatically have it back. Another thing that is so important and yet maybe it's not being taken into a lot of consideration is when to use your Steam. Even though I'm like about 20% from going down, but I do have two teammates, so I don't need to use it right now. I probably will be able to save this later on in the fight, maybe whenever we are down one member, or when we are fighting bosses. That's when you are definitely need to use this, or when you are in a lot more trouble. This is very basic, but at the same time, I'm gonna have to include this in advanced tips, is break the boxes, guys, because you're always either going to find ammo, you're going to find steams, you're going to find armor. And if you're not doing that, you're going to be dying too much. So why not just do that and just get a habit of it? I see it all the time whenever you playing with randoms. They are not doing the basics and they end up costing a win when you're facing probably towards the end or a boss or whatever, or you're taking care of a bunch of mobs. You are always going to die. If you are a bit under level and you want to kill the elites, bigger monsters, all you have to do is just tap him a few times with your weapon and then go with your special ability, and then you're going to put them in submission, and all you have to do is just take them down, and that is how easily you're able to take them down individually or if there are inside of a group. Another thing that I can't emphasize even more is, whenever you are fighting, always target the big dude first. Once you kill the big dude, that's what happens. Look, everybody else either freezes or dies around him. And that is how you make the fight a lot easier. Also, know the type of class you're using. If you're Vanguard, if you're an Assault, or if you're Bulwark, or if you're using Heavy, just know what type of character you're running, such as Vanguard. You know he's a one-to-one, he's an assassin. So he's going to be able to take down any elites a lot faster than any other type of class. If you're using a heavy class, you stay back and you shoot everything that you see, especially that elite. And if you are an assault, well, you're pretty much like a mini tank. So you got to be in the fight, taking down different enemies. Best resource any team can have from any far, far away, just knocking down elites, shooting them in the head. Especially when you're looking at the perks and you look what they have. See here, this one says all squad members' abilities recharge faster and all squad members 50% melee damage. But if one of the perks says headshots deals 20% more or 15% more, why aren't you shooting your sniper? That is your number one duty. Also, picking up a Guardian Relic does not mean you're going to use it the first time you go down. So don't get in the habit of hitting that X button or that keybind in your keyboard to get back in the fight. This is your last resource. Let's just say it like this. You're fighting a boss, the last one. Everybody goes down, but you have the Guardian seat. You're still in the fight and the game is not over, and you don't lose like 20 minutes of that beautiful grinding that you just did, and it doesn't go to waste because you have the Guardian seat. And just wait enough to make sure that everybody's gonna get up on time, and then hit that X. You're back in the fight, everybody's back in the fight, and then you guys will be able to win and have that second chance. So get in the habit of not using it and leave it until your last resource. The best perk for the Vanguard? Well, this is going to be none other than the Emperor's Blessings, brother. Taking lethal damage restores all armor instead of incapacitation. Cooldown is 180 seconds. What does this do? Well, that's the following. So whenever you pick up the gen seed, if you go down, guess what? You're not going to lose that gen seed, so you're going to be able to keep it. And this is a game changing if you are trying to level up different weapons, or you're going to be able to keep that particular gen seed in, which is going to be that extra XP. Basic stuff is parrying and dodging. I know probably if you're probably playing this game, and if you haven't played like a Souls type of game or something similar, or Wukong, then you're not used to parrying. If you're not parrying or dodging, you're gonna die a lot. Parrying at the perfect moment is gonna help you get out of trouble, because as you're able to see there, when you parry and you kill the enemy, it's gonna crush a few enemies along the way. It's also gonna evade you from being struck at the wrong time, and then if a bunch of the enemies get you at the wrong time, you're going to die too quickly. Fighting by yourself is the biggest mistake you're going to make. You are a team of 3. If you're not focused together, if you're not fighting, you could even be at low level. As long as you guys are fighting as one entire machine and close to each other, you can overcome anything. I've seen it so many times. Whenever you decide to go solo and only 2 of them stay together, that is only 66% of the team effort that's going to be putting together, because that third is somewhere else trying to go solo. For watching, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel for even more Space Marines 2 coming your way, and we'll see you guys on the next video.